everyone, and welcome back to Design and Craft with Style. I'm Chari, and we're gonna have the how to make a body for these little tiny little faces. Y'all have requested it, so we're gonna do one. Actually, we're gonna do this little blonde one. So let's get started, and I hope you're all doing very well. I'm doing pretty good. That's all I'm gonna say. To start with, you need 12, for the body itself, you need 12 pipe cleaners. I decided to go ahead and do it, the pipe cleaners, because that way you may like it. I actually like it very well, so I'm gonna continue doing these small ones with the pipe cleaners. So you're gonna need 12, and maybe 4 per piece of wire, I guess. Each one of these has 4, and then you put them together and just twist them, get them all together. And you're gonna get about 11 inches. I think each pipe cleaner is about 12. So by twisting them around, you come down to about 11, and that's what you want, okay? And I got this here because it's lighter, and hopefully we get to see it much better. So the first thing you're gonna do is get 2 of them, and make sure they're both the same size, and I already measured mine, and they are. And right in here on the top, you're just gonna twist about, let's see, I'm gonna get my handy down to here because this thing sometimes is hard on my fingers. Anyway, I want to get about 1.5 inches between here and the end. In other words, this is all I want, 1.5 inches. Let me go ahead and check it out. And yeah, it's pretty close, okay? So that's the first step. You put the 2 of them together, and about 1.5 inches from here to here. And then we're going to do a little bit of a body, not too much, just a little bit, okay? About like this. And then we're gonna come down from here to here, another 1.5 inches. Excuse me. Okay, from here down below the neck to the waist, about another 1.5 inches. And we're gonna cross them together and give it just one good twist, okay? And you're gonna come out with this right here. So from here to here, this little opening is gonna be about 1.5 inches long, okay? And probably about, it's about 2 inches across from shoulder to shoulder, okay? Now, the next thing I'm going to do is just give it a little curve in here, just slightly, okay? Like that, and leave it alone. And what that does, we're gonna do the body, okay? So that all in one little piece. This is how easy this is. Okay, the next thing, we're gonna do the arms. And the arms, I'm gonna go ahead and find the center of this. Again, each one of them has 4 pipe cleaners, okay? So I'm gonna find the center of this one. And I'm going to put it on the neck like this, just over the neck, okay? And I'm gonna go under the top, the bodice, and out once, and again twice. That's all I'm gonna do, just twice, okay? And that's that. And then here on this side in here, which would be, I guess this one would be, would be your right. That's actually my left. But anyway, that you'll do another 2 turns. 1, whoops, and 2, okay? That's pretty simple in it so far, okay? So here we have the arms, okay? The little shoulders, and, whoops, and the legs with a little bit of a, curve in there. Put those out a little bit so we can kind of see what we were doing, okay? Like so. Alrighty. so now we're gonna get just single pipe cleaners. And what I wanna do first is I'm just gonna get one inside here and just kind of turn it a little bit just to hold on. And then inside of this little cavity here, I'm gonna go in and out and do a figure 8 like this. Go inside and out, okay, like this. Whoops. Inside and out. And what we do in here is just give a little more strength to the top part of the body, okay? And inside and out, and inside and out. And if you need another, pipe cleaner, we'll just put another pipe cleaner, see? And which I do. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this one and just, just twist it around like that. And continue, okay? Until we get it all nicely, whoops, it came off. Well, sorry about that, folks. Okay, let me turn it back on and kind of twist it a little bit better, okay? Alrighty, I think I got it this time. Just be careful when you twist them to go in and out, okay? Sometimes I don't realize I don't realize how strong my hands are, and I pull a little bit more than I have to. You don't have to worry about like these pipe cleaners are brown. Don't worry about it, okay? Because they're not going to be seen anyway, so we don't have to worry. Whatever color you have is fine. Okay, see, I'm going to get in here and in here and back and out. In, I mean, out in. And back in. Okay. And then just kind of on the back, just kind of pinch it and it's fine. Don't worry about it. Like I said, mainly right now we just want this body to be just, fine. Now, make sure that your shoulder, excuse me, and your hands are let's see what I mean. Here's the end of the shoulder and here in your hands. I want it kind of straight out. In other words, your arms are going to come out straight out from your shoulders, okay? I don't know if you can see that. It's pretty close, okay? Alrighty, let's get another pipe cleaner. And now we're going to work with this little bit of the bottom of the body. Like I said, we're going to give it a little bit of a turn, but we're not going to turn, we're not going to, how can I say this? Hold on. I already erased a video on this, by the way. I guess, I don't know what was wrong with me today, but okay, see what I mean? Okay, turn it like that, and don't worry about the little legs right now. Just turn the body a little bit, like this. And if one leg is longer than the other one, right, we will cut it off. Don't worry about that. And what I'm going to do is just attach it just anywhere here on the side so it won't come off. Okay, and I want to do the figure 8 again. And this is how I'm going to do the top of my body. I want a slightly little opening between the legs. Can you see that? Okay. And now you just go in and out as we did the top. And this is gonna hold, whoops. This is gonna hold pretty good. Okay. Alrighty. And then in and out. And there we go. And in and out. And again, if we need a little bit of, some more of the pipe cleaners, and I may go slightly a little up. I don't need that much butt. I really have more legs and less butt. Okay. Let's see a minute. Hold on. So I don't know what I did here. Hold on just a second. Let me put this back up. Okay, now we got it. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna touch it in here, and then I'm gonna put another one. What I'm going to do before I do anything else, because like I said, this is the body right here. Hold on. I'm just gonna put some glue down here on the bottom of the up where the legs are, mainly so they will not go anywhere and it's there to stay, okay? Because they want to be slipping a little bit down in the bottom, and I don't want to do that. Okay, well, let's get another pipe cleaner and we'll just keep on going. Again, I attached it to the side. Oops. And in and out. It's not hard, really isn't. I just like the way the body feels for some reason. It's softer, then yet you can move the body parts, and I like that. So I don't do anything that is the way it's supposed to be. I don't know. I just kind of go in my merry own way, but it really is easy. So that's the main thing. And like I said, I didn't like my video. I don't know, it just, I wasn't too crazy about it, and I didn't think I was explaining myself very well, so I decided no, let's go ahead and redo it again, and you know, it's okay. It's only time. Okay, and like that. Okay, see, like I say, it don't have to be super duper. And then again, like I say, you make your body like you want it. Okay, here it goes. So this is the mainly, I guess you could say, the skeleton. And of course we want the waist to be fairly, you know, small, because I am gonna be making I wanted to make a ball gown, and the problem is the arms. I try to do all my period clothing as authentic as I can get them, and all the ball gowns during the Civil War was short sleeves, you know, or sleeveless, whatever. And so I want to be, you know, as correct as I can. So what I decided to make a very fancy, very beautiful, you know, Civil War time dress. And that will have, of course, that will have sleeves. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do, while we have her like that, we're gonna make the, I guess you could say, the slip cover that goes over our little skeleton. First thing I'm gonna do is check the arms, okay? Because from the shoulder out altogether, I just need 2 inches. Plus whatever, you know, you're gonna put in inside the little hands. Now, on this one that I did already, see how cool that looks already? Okay, on this one, the arms are longer. So let me check in here, but yeah, they're 2 inches. So because the arms are, it's about a good, let's see, let me get the other one, folks. It's a good, probably 3/4 of an inch shorter, these little hands in here. So I would say 2 3/4. You know, the wire has to be from here out. Let's make it 3 inches. Let's just make it 3 inches, okay? So I'm gonna measure it, and it's right here. And I'm just gonna cut off with my wire cutters right here. Okay, and then I want to measure again just in case I didn't have the right, I didn't have them, see, and this one was a little bit shorter, so that way I can cut them both the same. Okay? Alrighty. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put the little hands again on to be sure. Okay? And yes. Okay, there we go. So that means that when they're together, this is gonna be a-okay. See how it looks? It's gonna be fine. So I'm gonna take them off, put some glue in the hands. And make sure your thumbs are on the right, you know, up on the right side of the arms. And just stick it in there. And that's one. We're gonna do the other one. Okay. And again. Okay. Hey, yay. Okay, there we go. So we got both of the arms on. The next thing we're gonna do now is go ahead and wrap around I just wanna wrap from the shoulder to right into a little bit over the hands, okay? And so what I'm going to do, let's see, oh, here it is, okay. I'm just going to, this is, by the way, is that batting that I had bought before. I used it before in some of my projects. It's about 1/8 of an inch or so. It's very soft, it's nice. And by doing this, you don't really have to do anything much more to it. We're gonna put a little bit of filling inside on the front part of it, a little bit in the back, but in the hands, we don't have to, okay? Let's see if that's gonna be, no, this is too short, so I'm gonna go back this way, let's see. Perfect. Okay, this is about, okay, this is about 5 inches long, okay, and about 2 inches wide. So basically what I'm doing right now is cutting it in half. So it'll be 2.5. And because I push in the arm, of course, you don't have as much in here as you did before. And see, it's plenty of big to go around it. So I'm gonna put a little bit of glue around the arm first, and in here, and then I'm just gonna roll it, okay? It's that easy, folks. I don't do anything this hard. And this is why I redid the, I was trying to make it too complicated, and I just didn't like that at all. So I thought, no, let's make it easier on everybody. Okay, and of course, I'm just gonna go and put it down for, I'm gonna go ahead, this is gonna go in a little bit, which is fine, okay, right there, it's okay, over the shoulder a little bit. And then I'm just gonna roll it around. Roll it, put a little bit, okay, it's okay. And just like I don't smoke, okay, but just like a cigarette, just roll it, and then at the very, very edge, okay, we're just gonna go down and, you know, try to get it all on one time and roll it. And that's it. Okay, there we go. And if you need a little bit more here and there, well, of course, you know, just put a little bit more. Okay, and here you got one arm. Voila. Cool, huh? We're gonna do the same thing to the other one. And we're gonna roll it the same way. So I'm gonna put a little bit in here, and a little bit in here, and also a little bit in here in the front. And we're going to roll it. Just enough to hold it right there. And of course, make sure you put it on also right here. And the little arm. Don't put too much, but you know, you can always wipe it off a little bit. Not. Okay, and roll it. And again, put a little bit if you have to, and here we go. And just as I have it like this, I'm just gonna roll it around it, and that way I don't have, that way, you know, you don't get burned as much either. Okay, there we go. And then I'm gonna pull it a little bit to go into the shoulder, go in here. So we don't have anything showing. Okay, and a little bit here too. Okay, right there. And that way the sleeves are coming in, well, the sleeve, the batting for this, for the arms are coming in slightly inside the body. Okay, there you go. It's here and in here. God, it looks weird, doesn't it? That's okay. It's gonna work. Okay. Now I found the easier way to do this, to do the body, you know, the silhouette of the body. Okay. And it is so easy. So very, very, very easy. Let's see, I think this one, okay. And then a piece of this. You get yourself 2 pieces of batting. It could be, you know, whatever you want to do. Fabric, whatever you want to do. I like the batting, so I'm doing that. Okay, what I want is to come in from the end, the collar, the neck, to go right at the edge of this end in here. And it's okay if it's a little long for right now. We'll take care of it later, okay? And then what I'm going to do basically is I have it there, the first one. I'm gonna cut it a little bit shorter than the other one. I'll tell you why in just a second, okay? So what I'm going to do in here is just kind of go like this, okay? And just go around the silhouette, just slightly a little bit bigger because you're going to, you know, glue it together here in a minute. Okay, so what I did is like only one side, okay? Then I'm gonna turn it and do the other side, see? And then that way, I'll have a perfect match. Like I said, if there's anything left over or whatever, we'll cut it. It's not a big deal. Okay, so this is the back, okay? The back of it, see? And I may even cut a little bit more because I don't really need, you need about, probably about, I wanna say, anywhere between 1/4 and a half of the, you know, I wanna say about 3/8 really. A little bit out, you know, for your seam, as they say. Okay, so I kind of did this one a little bit because I didn't like the way it was. And this is the back. Now I'm gonna go in here and do the front. In the front, I want it, especially on this area here. See where the bust part of it's gonna go? I'm gonna make it slightly bigger around, just around here, okay? And also at the hip area a little bit too. And that's all. And the shoulder's gonna be fine, everything is gonna be fine. I just want it bigger in the chest area and on the butt. So again, probably about 1/4 inch and around it, bigger than the other one. You can eyeball it, I usually do, whatever you want to. When I get to here, when I get to about the shoulder, I want to come even to the point of the shoulder. Okay, just on the shoulder. And then just continue around the neck the same as the back, no problem. And again in here, I say don't have to be perfect, but just try to be just as, and then when I get back in here, I'm gonna go from this point and then cut a little bit, about, like I said, leave about 1/4 inch. Probably not that much, but anyway, just enough to, okay? Make sure I clean it up better than that. Oh yeah, okay. Basically, this is what you're gonna have to have. See how it's a little bit bigger on either side? Okay, so that's what we want. So now, the first thing you're gonna do, and this is what I messed up big time the last video. I was so smart. I wanted to practically glue the whole thing, and then I couldn't get the skeleton in there. Okay. So, well, this is the back. Like I said, that's the smaller one. So what I want to do right now is just glue the neck to the shoulder. That's all I want to glue, okay? And what I do is very small bead of right at the edge, folks. Just right at the edge, because I don't want to barely touch anything. And just press it, and it's just gonna go in there, and I mean, it is there to stay. And don't worry about this, any kind of little whatever, we can cut, you know, trim those up later, okay? But it's there. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. See, very little, oops. And I'm gonna stick it right there, see? Woo. I just wanna make sure that those ends are really in there. Squeeze as much as you can, whoops. Yeah, it's there, I guess. Yeah, it is there. How about that? Okay. Like I said, any edges or anything, I will cut it later. Very careful, because, you know, you can go in there and do it. Now that we got this, okay, make sure this is going to be the front of it because of the hands, see? So that's the front part of it. We'll have to remember that. So, and the smaller one is the back. So I'm going to put the back to the back, and the front to the front, see? This way it's easier because you can put it on there, see? And now we can work with it. And look how simple that is, right? Okay, now what I'm going to do is go ahead and just glue it about, I want to leave the opening a little bit, okay? But I'm going to glue it, well, actually, you can. I'm going to glue real close to the arm from here to about the waist. Oops, can you see that? From the arms to the waist, and of course around the arm too. See it? Okay. So I'm gonna come back here and from the waist go around it and their arms and come back this way. And that way the arms are gonna be, these are gonna be right, oops, be careful. This is gonna be right into the arms, and then of course, and I'm having this in here, okay? And that's gonna be it in here. Now, the reason I did that, let me put some more glue in here, make sure I got it. And when I do that, I kind of pushed it in and under the armpit. Whoops. Okay, now I can put in my batting. I mean my, yeah, whatever. The stuffing. Now I can put a little bit at a time, and with a sharp, I'm just gonna use my scissors, okay? I want this chest fairly full, and I'll tell you why. Because if you don't have it full enough, when you put the head and it's not full enough, then it's hard to actually, you know, dress them. So this is why you want this, you know, fairly full. And then once you get it like you wanted it, then we close the side part of it, okay? And just do it a little bit at a time until you feel like you got it just about right. It all depends how much chest you want to give her. I don't care if there's much on the waist, okay? Like I said, I'm going to dress her and everything. My main concern is the top, and then I'm going to make sure that it's a little bit fuller on the butt, okay? But the waist can have a little tiny bit, it's okay. But you don't have to put a lot. And then just slightly a little bit on the front, just to, you know, just so they won't be, so when you put the fabric over it, then it's going to be okay, see? Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to try the head again, make sure that it's what I wanted, and sure enough, it is, see? So when I get done, it's going to work beautifully, okay? Let me turn this down a little bit. Okay, ooh, better. Thank you. Okay, there you go. And then we can work from there with our dress, with the dress and everything we're going to do. So like I said, it's really simple. You don't have to go sewing and turning and doing, you know. That's just crazy. But this way it just flows, you know, it's just no biggie. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, what I did a while ago, I'm going to go around the sleeves again on this side. Okay, and to the waist. And make sure that I get that, oops, you know, and like I said, this works beautifully. This is just awesome. It's just so nice fabric, because you can pull it a little bit if you need to, see, and it does well. And it's just like, it just stays there. It's awesome. Like I did this by chance. You know, everything was, when I made this doll, it was by, you know, I don't know. I never done this before, so, you know, you learn, sometimes you learn things you never know, and just because you had to do something. Okay, now, we want some booty. We've got some booty here. We don't want a lot, but we just want to, I just want to have a little curve in here. We don't want her to be a beanpole, do we? It don't have to be much, just enough, because, you know, she deserves it. Okay, once I put it on there, like I said, the rear is not as much as the front, because, you know, whether you put it on there or not, it's no biggie. Okay? Okay, make sure, I guess I didn't got enough in there. It's okay. See, I just pinched it really good. And then I'll just go ahead and okay, here we go. All right, just be careful, and you do have to pinch it nicely, okay? And like I said, if we have a little bit, you know, that we need to do take off later, it's not a biggie. Okay, and now I'm gonna go a little bit on the other side. And you can kind of put it on there like that, get it out of the way, and go for it. And let's see, I'm gonna get that in there, and pinch. Really, it takes longer, you know, talking about it and doing it if you just get there and do it. And it's about right, isn't it? Okay, now I'm gonna do it in here. Okay. And you might have to go back a little bit, like I had to go in here a little bit. It's okay, folks. It's not a biggie. Ouch. And under the arm, I don't think I did this one under the arm really good a while ago, so I gotta go back here under the arm too. Ouch. And make sure that, you know, that I go in really good in there, okay? Let me get some glue out of my hands. Okay, now, and very careful, like I said, don't overdo it, the cutting, but, you know, just cut off a little bit of this, especially the glue. When you pinched it, you know, the glue comes off, and but other than that, it's not a biggie. Okay, this is the crotch area, I guess, if you could put it in nicely, I guess. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to cut a little bit of it, make sure that you know, the stuffing is in there, and I want to cut, I don't want to cut it too short, you know, but cut it long, you know, wide enough that I can just go, I mean, long enough that I can still pinch both sides together. And that's what I'm going to do. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. So this is what I did, basically, see? Now I'll clean it up here in a minute when I do it, but because first I need to do the legs before I actually close that in, okay? Now the legs, I noticed that they were not the same, so I'm gonna put them together, and they were quite a bit different, about probably almost an inch, wow. And I want them all the same. There we go. Okay, now they're okay. So, I'm gonna get the same batting. I'll pull this up a little bit. And, you know, just cut 2 strips. Maybe this one. Yeah, I think this one will be better. So I'm just approximately, you know, just, I don't know, about 1.5 inches or so. They're not very, you know, they don't have batting. And I do not put, folks, any batting on their arms or their legs. I really don't think they needs it. You know, I mean, look at how nice and full she is. And her arms too. So I don't think you need anything else, really. And that way it's easier when you do a sleeve or something, you know, if you especially one over the other one, it makes it look, it's easier to sew the garment on, okay? Okay. I'm gonna pull this up a little bit, like I said, because I wanna make sure that the leg go inside a little bit. So when I pinch that in there, this is gonna go over the leg a little bit and everything's gonna look so much better. Alrighty. And again, I'm just gonna go and do a bit of glue all the way down. And just come in a little bit. See, I come in a little bit. And I'm pulling this batting a little bit too. And then I'm just gonna roll it. Roll it, roll it, roll it. See? This is a little bit longer, so you might have to do a little bit at a time, but that's okay. And you do want to make sure that, you know, the seams are very well glued together. In other words, make sure you know, press them down pretty good. Okay. Okay, see? Okay. I know it doesn't look like much, but she will have feet too, by the way. So, and that's just easy. We're going to, you know, I'll cut some of this. Some of this is a little bit long. We'll have to cut that off, but I'll do that in a minute. So I got one, and now I'm going to make sure that this is going to stay in there, and I'm going to put a little bit more and pinch it, you know, press it down really good so I know it's not going anywhere, okay? And it's in there. And now we're going to do the other one. Okay, there we go. I'm going to do this side. Whoops. Okay. It's probably going to be, you know, like I said, this little booger takes more time than a big one, but it's going to be probably 3 videos, folks, and I am so sorry because I don't like to make that many videos, but actually I like to watch shorter videos myself, but you know, if you don't, I apologize because there's just no way I can do it any other way, and it's just, you know, for you to get the full tutorial, and I think you want a full tutorial, so and I think that's why I made the other doll, because I didn't know what in the heck I was going to do with the other doll, really, honestly. And so I did the other one to kind of get a little bit what I needed to do, because I did not want to make a body. So anyway, okay. All right. Now, if you want to, and this is up to you, I'm not going to do it on this one, or I might, I don't know, but if you want to put some hose, I suggest you get, if you have some old hosiery, just cut you a strip on the fold, maybe about 1/2 inch, and very carefully do a zigzag all, you know, on the stitch, or a slightly stitch with a zigzag, however you want to do it. And then, you know, you can slip it on and all the way up and just glue it in there. And if you have to glue a little bit at the end, you can too, you know, cut off whatever you need and kind of glue it at the bottom of the feet, okay? If you want to. I'll probably do that. I started with this one, but I only had a piece. Like I said, I had to start all over again. This has been altered since my last video. So I did put a little tubing of hosieries just in the legs, okay? So I'll probably get another one and put it in here, and then just glue it, bring it up a little bit on the hip side, and, you know, up to the hip, and glue it. That's all you have to do. Now, if you want to glue the whole thing, it's fine too. If you wind it up, whatever you want to do, it's a-okay. So I'll probably do another piece of hose, and I will bring it in here, okay? But that's basically all I'll do on her body. The rest of it will be, I'm just gonna start, you know, dressing her up and everything. Since this doll is not to be, you know, her clothes is not be coming off. We're gonna leave everything to stay. It's just a pretty, just to, you know, to enjoy, not to play with them. So I'm just telling you, you can do that, okay? Alrighty, now that I have the two, let me go ahead and cut this little bit in here that I have. And this little bit in here. See, and then, whoops. Let me wind this one up a little bit more. Okay, alright. And then I'm just gonna go in here a little bit with a little glue, and then just pinch it with something, or with my hand. Okay, just kind of pinch it a little flat, it will be good. And I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. You know, and I'm gonna pinch it flat, whoops. Maybe flat and point it, how's that? And then I'm gonna turn it, and I'm gonna turn it. And now you got your feet. There you go, see? You got a whole body with the feet and everything. How cool can that get? Now I'm gonna finish that off in here, okay? And then first thing I'm gonna do, I want to glue this right between the crotch so it would be nice in there, okay? There we go. Woo. Hot, hot, hot. And then I'm gonna go around the leg and put some glue. Whoops. And I'm going to bring up the front, up the back, and dig it in there inside, and then do the front and put it back a little bit. And what you do that way, it really, you know, it strengthens all of this so much better. Let's see if I can get this little thing in here, because, alrighty, there we go. Use anything you need to. Okay, and I want to bring the front toward the back a little bit. And this is so forgiving, this type of fabric, you know. See, they give you a nice, got a lot of stuff in here, I cut. Okay, but see, it kind of gives you a nice little leg in there that you can now do whatever you want to with it, okay? It may not be perfect, but hey, it's no biggie. You didn't have to turn or anything, or stuffed or anything. So that's what I like about it. And I'm gonna do the same on this one. I'm gonna bring it in and make sure I got some around it. Bring it in into the front a little bit, and then this one to the back. And make sure that there is plenty of glue around the leg. So when we do this, everything is gonna be glued. Okay. And make sure I got that in there. because like I said, it's not gonna show. It's all right. And just kind of, you know, do whatever you have to do. And then, like I said, I'm gonna clean it out a little bit. And really don't have to do much. Basically, it's just little puppies from the glue. I get some of my fingers because it gets everywhere. Okay, so this is going to be our tutorial for today. I'm sorry it took so long, but you know, like I said, it takes time to do it. Here we go. See, I got this, and that's it. So now we have a nice little body, stuffed, really, and back and front, and it looks nice. Now it's ready to do whatever it is that you want to do to it. It's really, really good. So as I say, I will put the hose on this one. Actually, I'm making the blonde one because this one is the brunette. I thought I had 2 blonde heads, but I only had 1. So I will be doing this one here. What I'm going to do, of course, is just go ahead and glue her. See how she can turn out? I mean, basically the same thing. That's it. And now when I dress her, because this is more up to the edge, see, it just flows in down there. It's easier to dress her too. Like I said, you don't need anything else basically. But if you want to, you can. You can do anything you want to on it, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and glue her because I'm ready to glue her. And I'm gonna give her plenty of glue. And if I have to go back in there and do some more, I will do that, okay? But now I can just go in there and just push her in and make sure, see those arms come out right? See how they come out straight out of the shoulder? That's what you want when you glue her. Okay, there we go. She's such a beautiful one. I wish I had another blonde, but that's okay. The brunette is really sweet too. I haven't decided yet what I'm gonna do to the other brunette, but that's what is so much fun about these dolls. You can just, you know, the sky's the limit. So now next tutorial will be on her undergarment. Okay, so we'll do all her undergarment, and she'll be having you know, pantaloons, petticoat. We're gonna do the hoops even, which is kind of fun. So she's gonna be all a Southern girl, absolutely, all the way. So until next video, well, like I said, as always, I will put one right next to the other one. I'll process them, but I will not let them, you know, won't like show them to you until they were all out. And so that way you can work as fast or as slow as you like. So I'll see you soon then. Take care. Bye-bye.